Hi, we're Summerays, and this song is called Cruisin', and you're on blacksquirrelradio.com. Hi, we're Summerays. My name is Luke, and I play guitar.
My name is Nicholas. I play drums.
My name is Adam. I play guitar.
My name's Ryan. I play bass.
Cleveland. We're from Cleveland, Ohio.
We're a surf band. Catchy.
Bubblegum pop. The whole project started in my bedroom, and I started writing and recording music by myself, and then I posted it on the internet. We started playing shows, and I actually met Nicholas on Craigslist. He posted a post that he wanted to play in a band, like all these different bands, and Summerays was on the list. So I was like, "Do you want to play in Summerays?" I reached out to Nicholas, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to play." So we started getting together, and Ryan actually lives with Nicholas, and Ryan's actually really good at guitar, and he also plays bass, and he started playing with us as well. And I've known Adam for years, and he's always willing to play with me. So essentially, assembled a live band out of friends, and that's how it all began, I guess. The name, I wanted to come up with a name that you couldn't Google search, so I wanted to have a name that represented the music, and it was happy music that I was writing, so I wanted it to be surf pop, so I was like, okay, well, summer, that's something I wanted to put in the name, and then I was like, well, about Summerays, and then there was 2 R's, so then when I wrote it out, I saw that there were the 2 R's, so I just combined it into one name, and that's just really how it happened. And also, I realized that if you search it, there was no other bands out there named that, so it was a hit. And I also found that, if you can't find a band on Google, it makes you dig deeper, especially if you liked a song that you heard.
Right.
So, there's other bands out there that I've heard and I like to track, and I wanted to find them online, and you Google search their name, and you can't find it. And then when you do find it, you feel that it's something that you only know about, and then it's I don't know. Then you tell your friends about it, and then that's just how it happened. So yeah, I couldn't find it on Google, so that was the number one thing. I was like, okay, this is cool.
We listen to a lot of Real Estate and Beach Fossils.
Sea Pony is actually one of the bands that I heavily influenced a lot of my original songs, but yeah, Beach Fossils and Real Estate were the 2 big ones for.
We like this record label called Capture Tracks. There's a lot of artists on it. Wild Nothing. Craft
Never
Spells.
heard of any of these people.
Even Surfer Blood really got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surfer Blood.
Yeah, we have a show in September. We just booked it today, actually, with Sea Lions and Part-Time, which are both out of state, and that's a Happy Dog, and I think that's September 7th. And then we also have a show with Gardens and Via from California. Their tour managers are me. It's funny because I was at Happy Dog and I was watching a band called Craft Spells, and Gardens and Via was opening for Craft Spells on their tour, and I met Gardens and Via's tour manager unknowingly. I just met the guy, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm getting ready to record a demo. I want you to hear it. And of course everyone says that. Oh, I'm about to record a demo. And I actually bought his record because he actually just started his own record label and released a single for Gardens and Via on his record label. So I bought it from him and I took it home, and then after I recorded my demo, I flipped the record over and found his email address, and I emailed him and said, hey, here's my demos that I told you I was going to record. And I guess him and Gardens and Via were still on tour, and I guess they listened to it in a tour van all over the US, and they were like listening to it nonstop. So he emailed me back and was like, who are you? What is this? I want to work with you. And he actually ended up putting it on a 7-inch record. It's called Cool Summer Records, and it's in California, which then led to other things. Like he got us on CVs, which these are wearing their shoes right now, but they actually use our songs in their commercials, and they've given us shoes and stuff, so that's cool. And then he also got us on, we just signed a contract with a media consulting company to get our songs in J.Crew, as well as Made Well, so that was also really cool, and we get royalties for that. So yeah, we've also been contacted by a director in Canada, and we got 2 songs on a movie in Canada as well. And then another cool thing that happened was we were on a Nylon magazine video shoot with Lily Collins, which is Phil Collins' daughter. She was the main actress in a Snow White movie,
Really?
like a couple years ago, and like she did like a fashion shoot, and we were in that, so that was pretty cool too. You want to talk?
I'd say just don't try too hard.
Yeah, I would say to focus on the music and let it speak for itself, and if it's not being accepted, to maybe think about doing something else or going a different direction with it, or if you release music and people like it, then you should keep doing it.
My advice to other artists would be, one thing that I'm always like against is when you first start a band, focusing on the wrong things. Like Nicholas just said, like just focus on the music. Like that's all that you need to focus on. If you focus on your image, focus on your promo photos, you focus on the wrong things, it's gonna end up not in your favor. So if you just focus on what you write and make sure that it's something that you actually want to write, and then if it is getting a buzz on the internet per se, then to keep doing it.
I guess it's really easy to get cool promo shots and cool artwork and a cool lyric video and stuff like that. But every band does that. And so the only thing that really like puts you apart is your music. That's the only individual thing about a band. So that's where your focus should be, is in what makes you your band and not this other band that you play with.
Yeah, because I honestly don't care what I look like. I don't care what I look like on stage either when we play shows. I'll get into it, I'll sing. It's entertainment, and like if you're on stage, you're entertaining people. You're not up there to look cool. No one cares about the band that wants to look cool. They want to go see the band that actually entertains them. So like when we're on stage, or we're doing an interview, or we're on the internet posting stuff, it's not really about how cool we can look. It's more about entertaining you as a person like watching us or listening to us. So I guess really the main advice would be just focus on the music and not anything else, because that's all that really matters. Because whenever I go home and I'm listening to music, I'm picking the music that I like. I'm not picking the promo shots I just saw on the internet.
Right.
Watching us live is actually, I would say, we're not that good live, honestly. Like when we go to shows, we don't really practice that often. We don't really care, honestly. We're not a full-time touring band. We did a tour last year and it was really fun. It was awesome, but it's not our focal point. Like, we're more about the tracks that we release that people can listen to. Like, if you come see us live, you might recognize a song that you like and it's awesome, but it's not going to be as good as it is recorded. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a full-time touring band. I don't have time to really invest into the performance. Like,
It's
we
the
try.
truth.
We try. I mean,
Yeah.
like, we try to be as professional and as entertaining as possible, but we mess up on stage, we break strings, we sing off key, we
Mhm.
get off beat.
I drop sticks.
It's all about the fun though. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but whenever I go see a band that I like, it doesn't matter if they're not good.
Right.
I still like the songs that I'm hearing because that's why I came.
It's not even that we try and be professional though, because it's more about like having the right attitude. Like when we talk to people in the crowd or other bands or something like that, like we don't want to be the band that's too cool to play or like too cool to talk to people. So like when we went on tour, like we tried to not, be this really cool touring band. So we bought like the most ridiculous T-shirts that we could. Like we had Nickelback. It was like a triple XL Nickelback. Everything was like huge, and
I forgot about that.
like these were with people that we'd never seen before. We were this band, coming from Ohio, playing in like states where obviously no one knows us, and sometimes to like really small crowds. And so it's like, as the touring band, you kind of have this image to uphold, and we didn't even try to uphold it. And like we made really awesome connections on tour,
Mhm.
and like. So I wouldn't really call us professional live.
No.
I would say genuine. 2011?
Yeah, I released the first EP in 2011, and then we just been steadily doing shows since then. I think 2012 was our first show, but we released in 2011. So, I mean, there's been people that have come and gone. We had a friend, Sean, who played with us for a little bit, and now he's a little too busy to play in the band. But Josh, the guy that records our music, played with us too. So like band members have come and gone, but they're all just like close friends of mine. But as a band, Summerays, we've been playing for like 2 years, a little over 2 years. Probably like 15 shows a year, probably not even that. So maybe a show a month. I started playing guitar when I was like 8 or 9. I played piano as well, and then I started playing drums. I played drums in bands for a little bit, but I played guitar in some bands for a little bit. And right when I got into college is when I started Summerays, but like before that I did nothing like this at all. This is a whole new project, and it's a whole new genre of music for me.
I started playing the drums when I was 7 years old. I took lessons. My parents knew a guy, and I took lessons. And over the past couple of years, I've kind of been picking up other instruments. I'm always just tinkering with music. So when I was 7.
Okay.
I started playing piano when I was like 8 or 9, and I thought that was kind of boring. So I started playing guitar when I turned like 11 or 12. And yeah, I mean, it's just always a learning process.
I fiddled around with a couple different instruments before high school, but I was awful at all of them. I didn't really invest like time, so I can't really say I started young. Then throughout high school, I focused on drums, and then I started like seriously playing guitar when he needed a guitar player a couple of years ago. So
Yeah, it's funny how
2
Adam
years.
started playing in the band because he literally bought a guitar and amp, and I was like, called him. I was like, hey, I need a guitar player for like next week. So you can learn these
I
songs.
was like, I'm learning.
He's like, I just bought this guitar. I was like, but can you play the songs? And he was like, okay. And then we played. And that's why our live performance has just been getting better ever since Adam. Because it's hard because we play with like 3 people sometimes. It's like
Right.
me on guitar, drums, and then sometimes Ryan. It's just us 3. If Adam's available, he'll play. Or if we have another friend, Josh or Sean, if they're available, they'll play with us. But actually, I'm surprised Adam got pretty good at guitar pretty fast. And
Really?
Ryan's actually really good at guitar. Very impressed with that. And then Nicholas is a beast at drums. We actually just recorded some new songs.
Really?
Yeah, Ryan recorded on the tracks, Adam and Nicholas. And before that, it was just me. So it's going to sound a little bit different than from the other songs that we have. So that's going to be exciting. And that actually, we're hoping to get those songs by the end of the month.
Okay.
So
Are you
those
gonna
are
put
going
them
to
on your
be...
Bandcamp?
They're going to be on Bandcamp for free. And that's another thing. I guess advice for other bands, stop charging for your music because people don't want to pay $1 for a song that they don't know.
Right.
So like essentially, you record your songs, you want it to sound good, and you want to like listen to your music yourself in your own world for a little bit, and then once you feel comfortable with releasing it to the world, put it out there for free
Yeah.
and give it away and say, hey, if you like this, just download it. And what I do is I do pay what you want. Sometimes people, like, there's tons of people that downloaded it for free, but there's plenty of people that have paid me. Like, the most I've ever gotten, someone paid me $20 for, like, a digital download. And I literally wanted to email them and say, hey, I'll send you a record, something that you could physically have for that amount of money.
Right.
But yeah, just give away your music for free, because, like, in this day and age, no one, like, I put my music on Spotify
Right.
after a while because I know that people use it, and if they want to search it and listen to it, they don't have to pay for that. So, yeah.
Most definitely.
Why?
Because it's the only facial hair I can grow. So yes.
I would just be a normal squirrel and keep it normal. So I would just hide them in a tree.
Okay.
That's a good answer. And that's my answer.
In a tree.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna say underwater because no other squirrels would look there.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say under my pillow.
There's this band I love called Women. Well, they were a band, and their guitarist passed away in his sleep. Chris Raymer. He's 25, so I'd probably bring him back. He was really brilliant, and I love women. The band and women. So Chris Raymer.
I don't know if I would bring anyone back from the dead, because I was saying it earlier, like, I don't really, I don't know, listen to older music at all. So people are like, well, why don't you listen to that? Like, I don't know, fill in the name, Beatles or any band ever that's, like, older than I have been alive. I don't listen to older bands because I don't really care about older bands, and people always try to say, like, oh, well, they're like the foundation of what you're playing. And I'm like, I don't really care about that. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I don't know who I'd bring back from the dead, honestly, because I don't really like any of the older bands.
What about you?
I probably wouldn't bring anyone back. I mean, it's just, once, like, a musician makes their music, it's done. I feel like bringing someone back from the dead would make a different music. I probably wouldn't like it. Honestly.
That's true.
This is a really difficult question because like most of the bands that have changed my life, they're all still alive. So,
Name some of them.
well, I mean, like the musicians, like there's a drummer, Joseph Arrington, who's like one of the best drummers ever, and he's, you know, still alive and kicking. Cody Bonnet's a phenomenal guitar player, and he's alive. So, I'm not really sure.
If I die, I'll bring myself back.
Good
Okay.
answer.
I guess the last thing I would say is, like, we're going to be releasing some new music soon, and if it gets a good response, then we're going to continue releasing music, and we're going to continue playing shows. I would like to do another tour at some point, and if we do another tour, it's going to probably be going towards Chicago, because last time we went to New York City. I think that would be really fun.
Wait, who'd you tour with?
We actually toured by ourselves.
Really?
Yeah, we last year we did a tour, and it was in August actually. It was like a year ago exactly. I think because right around this time of year we were on tour.
Mm-hmm. It was.
We went to Columbus, Philadelphia,
Baltimore.
Baltimore, and then we went to New York City. And that was like a week. Well, it was 4 days, but like we tried to do a week and we couldn't get the last couple dates filled in. But if we do another tour, it's going to be going towards Chicago, because I think we talked about
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Do a Chicago, St. Louis.
Because
Indianapolis.
Adam actually grew up out in Indiana, so we might be able to have Illinois, to get a couple shows up there. But yeah, we have new music coming out that we're going to be releasing for free, and then we're going to just continue to play shows. Like we have a couple booked now, but we'll continue to play shows every now and then. So, But yeah, download our music for free if you like it. We have a record. Okay. You can find us on Bandcamp at summerays.bandcamp.com, and then on Facebook it's just facebook.com/Summerays.
1, 2.